What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I have a brand new reaction tree that I'm bringing to you guys. This is IAMX Volatile Times, and I have heard great things about this. You guys, if you have not yet, to get your reactions seen on live streams, which are on Twitch on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you got to join the Discord. You got to do that because you can see your reaction request on stream. I love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe to this video on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. This is so jazzy, and the distorted vocals takes me back to like early 2000s whenever they were doing this and a lot of the music of the time, and I absolutely love it. It gives me such a feeling of nostalgia. I love it. You know, one of the things that is my favorite to examine in a lot of these songs, being an audio engineer and producer, I listen to these reaction tracks that you guys put forth for me to do from an audio engineering standpoint to hear how clear everything is, which is why I do them in these headphones, and they have noise canceling, so that way there's less of the outside noise and more of the actual music. One of the things I gotta say about this track is I absolutely love how dimensionally spaced everything is. So whoever engineered this album, whoever produced this, did an outstanding job. Outstanding. This is such a ominously happy song. It has a really happy melody and tune to it, but it feels like it's explaining chaos. That's why I call it like Volatile Times. I love the title. It's an ominously happy song. And another thing that I really like is when you're recording instruments or vocals, there is a really cool layering effect that you can do. You have the clean vocals with the vocalist or the guitarist or whoever doing their clean version of the melody or the instrument that they're playing. And underneath that is the distortion track or any track like phaser, whatever. And you layer them together and it does a nice blend mix. And it creates more of a spatial dimensional quality to it, which is really good for like car stereos. Because think about it, in a car, your stereo kind of does like this all around you and the sound is bouncing like this. So you need that dimensionality for that sound to be, to immerse you into it. So in order to do that, you have to record like multiple layers of the same thing and then blend them together with what's called side bus training or sub bus blending. So you have like your main track, and then you have a sub bus, which is the main track set over here with the effects and everything on it, and then you blend them together seamlessly in your audio production. That's how you get these really amazing tones. What a good song.
Every fist is clenched, but I'm so tired. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye to the money. And you to the fortress. That's funny. I just wanna tell my song. Give me Valentine's. I just wanna tell my song.
I love the swing to this. I love the swing. What a good song. I am so impressed. What a good song. I am so impressed. Wow. To know that these guys created their own label to stay away from corporations and do all the producing themselves really speaks to me and speaks to my heart, because I was one person who at one time was brainwashed into thinking, you know, the ultimate end all be all was to have a record label contract and all this kind of stuff. But the more that I learned about it and how the record company basically loans you the money to produce whatever, you know, let's just say $10 million worth of physical media, merch, whatever. And then what you earn back from playing shows and everything, you don't earn a dime of that until you pay the record company back that loan that they gave you to produce this album. That completely changed my philosophy of what it means to be successful in the music industry, because I have done the same thing for myself. Like, I have a dream and aspiration of creating my own record label, not necessarily to do the same thing that the record labels now do, loaning the money or whatever, but to free people who are truly talented from the bonds of corporation, these golden handcuffs. And I actually produce a style of music that not many people other than I can. Like, there's a handful, right? But there's a lot of like country producers. There's a lot of rap producers. That stuff has been mastered already. But doing the really fast metal stuff, there's only like 3 that I know of. And really, they're owned by the bands that started them. who are members of their own label because they got good enough at doing the mixing and mastering on their own that they were just like, you know, we can actually expand this and have other bands come and be a part of this vision that we have to reach the dream that we all have, right? So that's been my dream for a long time, to start my own like metal record label. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for IAMX and people like this who have created their own destinies. Basically, they realized not to be bound by corporatocracy and the things that you can and can't say, or the things that you can and can't do. Because, you know, they say all the time, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. You can. It's just, do you have the huevos enough to do it? So I have a lot of respect for people who do that. I really do. Those are my heroes, not these heroes like that are in the industry that have had to be artificially inflated and padded by other people's money, OPM. So my hat's off to IAMX. That was really, really good. I'm going to have to go and listen to this whole album. Like I said, it takes me back to like my early 2000s years. And it gives me this sense of nostalgia when the world was a little bit brighter, because I was completely ignorant of how the machinations of the world worked. But that's awesome. But I love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe to this video. Join the Discord and come and join the lives to get your reactions heard on stream. Like I said, there's like 10 times the amount of content and comments that I make apart from these videos when I do these recordings. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all next time.